Yeah, all good. All good. Just gone for a nice walk late Sunday evening here. It's cooled down a bit. It's been a warm one today. And yeah, I was going for a walk. I was doing a bit of reflecting on how being brave doesn't necessarily mean you don't feel afraid. Being brave doesn't mean you don't feel afraid. I've learned that over the years. And when I used to do two contrasting styles of martial arts in my late teens, early 20s, Wing Chun and Thai boxing. I learned from the Sifus in Wing Chun and trainers early on in Thai boxing that being brave doesn't necessarily mean you don't feel afraid, so to speak. And it's a lesson I've sort of transferred to working with individual players in football and teams, so to speak, and also in other areas of life like academia and other stuff. That fear it's your own unique experience, I would say. And for me, there is a case in understanding that and not sort of judging the fear, so to speak. And that could stem from the fear of letting people down, the fear of not making it on that trial, the fear of not being selected, a number of things. And I think it's about sort of, in the way I see it, I'm not saying I'm right or wrong here, I'm not giving advice or making suggestions, but I think it's, in my experience, worth noticing it and acceptance. And when I say acceptance, I don't mean resignation. I'm not saying sort of you resign yourself to it. What I'm saying, you accept it's there. There's no sort of bravado, pretending it's not there. That could be, for example, in martial arts, your first sparring, or that could be, if you got to fight, you're going to fight in martial arts, your first boxing match, so to speak. Football obviously could mean going on trial for a team and a new team, or it could be the fear, maybe being selected, not letting everyone down, and sort of fear of failure. When I say accepting it, I'm not saying accept it, resigning to it. It's more acknowledging it. It's there. And I think for me, it's about sort of channeling it into action, so to speak. I think for me, I would say it's let the fear fuel your journey, letting the fear fuel your journey, not changing your direction, so to speak, metaphorically. So let it fuel, let it be the fuel that burns the fire for your journey rather than the direction of the journey. That's what I would say. But that's my take on it. You might see it differently, so it's good to hear different perspectives from different people. That's sort of my take on the situation.